Hi everyone, welcome to the Java video lecture series. So in the previous video we have seen while loop and do while loop. In this lecture I will tell you the basic of array concept. So let's get started. First of all, go to your package and make a new class. Name this array example. Check the main method, click on finish. So what is an array? I am just being so precise. Array is same kind of data. Similar. Better to say similar kind of data. It has boundary condition. And memory allocation is in the continuous way. Means if one element is stored at 2165, then another int will be stored at 2169 because int takes 4 bytes. Okay, we will explain this in the later videos. Till then just stay with me. And the indexing start from 0. Indexing start from 0. Indexing is just like numbering, and it has continuous memory allocation. Continuous memory allocation. To explain this, so consider an array. Array is a storage of same data type. Same data type. For example, we consider int. Okay. Int number is 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. But in array it is like, it is denoted at, it is stored at 0, it is stored at 1, it is stored at 2, it is stored at 3, it is stored at 4. Means the range of array always goes to 0 to n minus 1. N is the number of element here. If there are 5 elements, the indexing goes to 4. So it has boundary condition, it has same type of data, it has continuous memory allocation. It means if A0 is stored at, for example, if A0 is stored at 200, then A1 will be stored at 204 because the one integer takes 4 bytes. So 0, 5 takes the position between 20 to 2003, and 4 takes to 204 to 208, 207. Similarly, this goes to 4 unit, this goes to 4 unit, this goes to 4 unit. Similarly, they are stored in a continuous way. Okay, so let's learn how to declare an array. So there are many types, I will tell you some of the recommended one. For example, syntaxes are like, first you have to define data type, then this is called boundary condition, where you have to put that, you can assign it here. You have to name this array name. Array is also variable, so consider it a variable. Variable name is equal to, you can put your values here. Okay, one type. Second type, you can do data type, variable name, and instead of putting this here, you can do it here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Another way is like, you can do, data type parameter pass variable name, that is array name, is equal to new data type. Just stay with me, I will tell you. Boundary condition. Okay, so in first case and second case it's similar, just the allocation of parenthesis or boundary condition is different. But in the third case we are making a new object of variable and assigning it, which is the most preferred one. Okay, you can also do this, but this one is not recommended. Okay, so consider an array. For example, we consider int my array is equal to, you can assign your value here. Okay, no error, good. Similarly, for the second case, int my array is equal to 4 5 6 7. Cool. In the third case we can do that, int, that is array name my array is equal to new int, and here you have to put how many elements you want to put here. For example 10 12, how many of you want, it depends on you. Okay, we are getting an error. What is this? Okay, because we are defining two or more arrays with the same name, so rename this. Now the error has gone. So thank you for watching this video. In the next video we will learn about for loop. Till then, bye bye, take care. Thank you for watching.